All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Diamond Zone. All right, you guys could unmute yourself, but who wants to answer the question, what's the climb?
I will.
What's the climb?
I will. Shaylisa will.
Okay.
The climb is your own personal belief in yourself and being able to transfer that to anybody you talk to.
Okay, I like that. Good. Who else? Who else says, what's the climb?
Jeff, it's Fran. I think the climb is your journey. And each day that you just have to do what's required to take that journey to get where you want to be.
Okay, keep on that theme, Fran. Keep going.
Well, and just every day, again, if you have a vision in mind of where you want to be, no matter what happens that day, you can't let it get you down, and you just have to just keep, like I say, what you say, figure it out every single day. And
okay,
every day is not easy.
all these things are 100% right. I'm looking for one specific word. What's the climb?
Jeff,
Yes.
this is Janet. Good morning. This weekend, we had some horrific news, and we had an appointment, a dinner appointment with Jeff and Lisa. And Gus and I said, okay, we're going to compartmentalize everything that's happening. Mm-hmm. It's like one of his mentors many years ago said, compartmentalize everything and be where you're supposed to be when you're there. And so when we were with you guys, we were like, okay, we're going to focus on all the good we can get from this, give the good that we can give in this, and be present right where we are. So, yes, we're all always going through things, and I'm sure even you and Lisa were going through things, thinking about stuff that, but you gave us that compartmentalized bit of time at dinner. You gave us yourselves, even though there's lots of stuff going on, and, we have to keep moving forward, pressing on, pressing in, and so anyway, yesterday, that's what it was for us.
Okay, you scared me there. You said the horrific news of going to dinner with Jeff and Lisa.
No, we had
nothing to do with you guys.
A tough news. A tough news call.
But there'll always be things.
There's always stuff.
Sure.
So,
gotcha. Well, we had fun, guys, and yes, that's.
We did too.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? So that we had a good dinner, guys, and that was just part of sitting down with people and just hearing it from another side. But once again, what's the climb?
Overcoming your personal struggles and keep going.
Okay, good. Yes, this is all correct. Absolutely, 100%.
For me, life is the climb.
Life is the climb. I like it. I love it. Okay. I want more specific. I'm looking for one word.
Okay, Jeff, it's Dawn Marie.
Yes.
So the climb really is life. Every day in your life, you're going to have a mountain, and that mountain can be a personal struggle, a struggle within your family, a struggle within your mind, a struggle within your business, within the community, whatever that is. But every day through life, there are mountains, there are rivers. The thing that I really like to look at is if you think about yourself as a river rock, and you are edgy, and there are rough spots and points. Well, the longer the river runs over you, the smoother that rock becomes. I think that's what the climb is.
I love it. 1,010%. Everybody, what they're saying is you don't argue with any of these things because that's exactly right. The climb is the journey. The climb is the river rock. The climb, yes, but one specific word. Okay, maybe I'm off, but I'm just going to tell you what I think it is, but I'm going to keep going. What's the climb?
This is Ginny, Jeff. The climb for me is perseverance. I work on my business every day, no matter where I am, who I'm with, what I'm doing. That's my number one word is perseverance.
Yes, absolutely. 1,100%. Okay, so let me tell you.
The goal.
Yes, the goal. Yes, absolutely. Okay, but at the end of the day, we're on these calls all the time, right? Okay, Diamond Zone, Monday through Friday. And this is what, talking to Brian this morning, okay, it gets me to understand, where people are at. And Brian, remember, this is not a slap to Brian. We all are a part of this. To me, the climb is work. To me, the climb is the work. It's the work. And when you do the work, you're going to go through the struggles. When you do the work, right, you're going to go through the mountains. You're going to go through all the negative people. But it's the work that makes you, that earns you money. It's the work ethic. It's not just receiving information. And like I was making fun of Brian, I go, Brian, being on these calls does not give you a weekly paycheck. Being on these calls gives you information if you're taking the climb. If you're doing the work, this information then makes sense. But if you're not doing the work, you know what you probably say on these calls? Oh, he's saying the same thing every damn call. They always talk about the same thing. Okay, I understand, I get it. It's just Jeff just likes to hear himself talk. No, Jeff is talking. Okay, if you're taking the journey, I promise you there's certain things that you will hear on these calls that will go, oh my gosh, that makes sense. It's like Jan and Gus at dinner with us. I didn't say anything magical, okay, but they were at a different place to hear it. That's all. But it made sense because they're taking the journey. They want the journey. And I sometimes you got to shake people and go to work. Because how can you not do business? Think, guys, just please think. How can you not do business if you're doing the work? It's almost an impossibility not to do business. Now, having said that, because I know what some of you are thinking, I just felt your vibes. Yeah, you guys just came at me with all these brain things, okay? Jeff, I am working. I contact 5,000 people, right, Christina and Bruno? Okay, I've done this. This is not worth it right now. Based on what I'm putting into it, I'm not getting the results. But you're doing the work. It's just not harvesting as fast as you want it to. So understand there's work, right, and going through it and running your numbers. But there's also then the simplicity of doing some very simple things on a daily basis. So having said that, okay, Grant, I'm going to unmute you. And I want you, Grant, just to tell this group, right, it's a small group on Labor Day because, of course, it's Labor Day. Okay, we need to take off. It's Labor Day. Really? Labor Day's off? I'm not off. Okay, because I go back to what I left. The reason I used to take off Labor Day is because I worked 14 hours a day for somebody else. I don't take off Labor Days here. Why? Because what am I really taking off? My lifestyle? I couldn't go a day without you guys. I couldn't go a day without talking to somebody because that's my craft. You don't turn off and on this. You don't turn it off. Because wherever you go, if this was really embedded in you, how can you turn it off? You can't. You can't. So Grant, okay?
Yep.
Tell everybody your name, your background, okay? How you heard about us,
yep.
Your recent accomplishment, and how you got there. Tell everybody, Grant, listen to me, listen to my words. Tell everybody the magic, because you must have heard something everybody else hasn't heard on how you got to team developer. Remember, Grant,
okay.
The magic. Remember the magic. I want you to share with them the magic.
The magic. Okay. Well, it was the third time that somebody told me
Hang on.
about the Helo.
Start with your name and your background.
Oh, sorry. My name's Grant. I'm from the UK, and my background is in healthcare for many years. I worked in hospitals, in rehabilitation, and then I got made redundant about 8 years ago in the recession in the UK, and somebody introduced me to network marketing. So I've been in the network marketing industry for about 8 years now, and I wasn't too happy with the company that I was with over the last couple of years. And then somebody told me about the Helo probably about 6 months ago. And then somebody else told me, but then another friend called me, the third person who called me. I listened to her because I like her, no like and trust. And she said, let me send you a video and just have a look, Grant, and tell me what you think. So she sent it over and I watched it, and I made a decision straight away. I said, put me in, because she just started as well. And she told me that it'd come over from Samantha Head and from some of the golfing fraternity, the English people that were playing golf in Miami. And it was Ian Poulter's caddy stroke manager, his wife, that was involved. So I kind of got it straight away. I thought, yeah, I like this. And I've been realizing that there's a lot of people that have been wearing this technology around me as a sort of around my daily business. And I thought, I really need to get into this. I had a belief almost away, plus the fact that I'm diabetic as well. And I thought, if they bring this diabetes thing on, there's an epidemic in the UK of diabetes. And the one thing that diabetics hate is sticking needles in the hands all, 3 or 4 times a day. So I thought, well, there's a huge, huge market there. So I got into it, and I just plugged into the system, and I started to go on the webinars, and I started to enjoy the webinars. But it was when I started to come onto the diamond zone. Actually, I don't want to put you on a pedestal or anything, Jeff, but you really spoke to my heart, because I realised the personal development that I did to do, because I've always been, I've never really thrown myself in, because I've always got that sort of slightly sensitive nature about what people think about me. And you've helped me to change my mindset and think, I've got 3 kids, I've got 3 daughters, and I need to do it for them. And we've really got, my wife and I have got a goal today. You talked about the why. And my wife and I have really got a big why at the moment. We've got a goal, and we want to achieve it. And I've got 3 daughters, and none of them are married yet, so that's going to be very expensive. And I thought, well, this is my route to financial freedom. And so I just did. I kept it simple. Somebody once said to me, if an 8-year-old can't understand it, Grant, then don't send it. Keep it simple. I thought, I'll follow the system. So I started like scattergunning a bit with the text, and I didn't get anything back. I thought, no, I've just got to make a brief call to people first, just to touch base. And I think you did a training on that, Jeff. So I just started to I got my contacts out, just started to ring people up and say, oh, long time no speak, I've got something really interesting. Just have a look at this video. And come to me, or I'll give you a bell tomorrow, and we'll have a chat about it. So that I did, and as usual, a lot of people didn't ring, a lot of people didn't answer my calls, but there were a few that did, and the few that did, I put them on the webinars at night that Terry were doing, and that Sati was doing, and quite a few of you Americans and Canadians have been very, very support to us. I'm very grateful to you all. You've done some great things for us, and I've just tapped into the system, and sufficient people have said, yes, I'll give it out. And so it's taken me, I don't know, I bought the heel in June, but it took, I was trying to understand the compensation plan, and I couldn't get me around it for ages. But once I spoke about a month or 4 weeks or 6 weeks ago, I thought, right, that's it. The gloves are off. I'm just going to go for it. And so last night, did the same thing. It was my hairdresser, actually. I went to see my hairdresser. I said, Ian, I said, all you do is waggle your wrist in front of men and ladies today. I said, and they're going to notice that there's been on your wrist, and all you've got to do is tell them what it is. And he said, that's a very good idea. I said, do you want to let me show you the video? Come back to me. Yeah, he watched the, he came on the webinar that Patty did last night for us, and he signed up after that, which made me team developer.
Wow. So hang on a second, Grant. Let me sum this up. You got started, right? Obviously, you've been in multi-level marketing before. The third time, you guys listen to me, after seeing the 3 times, 2 from somebody else, and then 1 by somebody they respect it, got started, but then got into the weeds.
Yeah.
For 6 weeks of trying to understand the comp plan. How much did that earn you, Grant, going in the weeds? How much money did you earn going into the weeds? Okay, perfect. You guys understand that message? Nothing, nothing, nothing.
Well, I did.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden,
eventually,
good. But my point is, after doing that, then he made a decision. And let me ask you this question, Grant. Who are your first 2 people?
My first 2 people are two people from the previous company I was with.
Okay, and you contacted them. They were warm market, of course.
Yeah.
And then you taught, were those the 2 specific people? Hang on. Were those the 2 specific people that got their first 2?
The 2 specific people, yeah.
Those were the 2 that got their 2.
Yes, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So now, obviously, now he's a team developer. So guys, big round of applause for Grant. Okay. That's a big deal. Okay. So now, Grant, you don't stop at 2. You keep adding. You keep adding until you have 20 left, 20 right. Now you have the foundation. Now you got the foundation to become a president. Okay. 20 left, 20 right. Keep doing what you're doing. And I love what he said. I just plugged into the system and I let the system do the heavy lifting. And I kept it simple, stupid. Okay. That's, talk about the message. That's the message. Grant, congratulations, brother. Appreciate you. We need the UK. 100 people in the UK, Grant, on your team. We're flying out there and spending a week. Okay? That's the challenge.
Yeah, absolutely.
100 people on your team. And we're flying to the UK, and we're going to take it to another level.
That's a deal.
All right, deal's done. All right. So I want to open with that. Obviously, that was impromptu. Okay, but I just want people to understand, guys, and I know a lot of you are saying the same thing. Okay, it's not that simple. Okay, listen, the program is simple. You can't say the program isn't simple. Get people information, right? You see how easy I make it on some of the calls? Just get people the information, and we'll help you with the follow-up. What I leave out is, okay, the hundreds and hundreds of people you have to put into the system. And the number one thing we want to stop is putting people into the system. That's the lifeblood. That's like not putting gasoline into your car and you're planning a trip across the country. Right? I'm going to go to New York, but I got no gas. And then you go, you put, okay, I'm going to put some gas in. And then you get to Texas and you go, well, I'm going to stop putting gas in. But your destination is New York. It doesn't work. You got it. The gas is people. The gas is filling up your funnel every day, every day. That's why you don't take a Labor Day off. How can you take a day off if you knew today you could put 5 more people in your funnel while you're having your barbecue, while you're at the pool, while you're at the health club? It's anywhere, anytime with anybody. That's our craft. That's what we do. How can you stop doing what we do? But the number one thing we want to stop is exactly that. And I get it. I understand. Okay? But what I want to talk about today, first of all, tonight, guys, okay, 6 o'clock, we have our opportunity presentation. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This will be a big one. Okay, 6 o'clock tonight. I think today, Labor Day, would be a good day to make money. What do you guys think? You think today will be a good day to make money, Brian? Okay, pack the house then. It'll be posted, share it with everybody, and just tell everybody, listen, this is a Labor Day special. We're going to show you how to labor the right way. Not labor the wrong way. We're going to show you how to labor the right way. Labor for your financial future. Do you know most people labor 20, 30, 40 years and they still can't retire? How about laboring for the future? We're going to show you how to labor and pick the right opportunity so in the next 18 months, you don't have to worry about retirement. Okay, let's get specific. Let's have some tough talk with some people. Sometimes you got to be honest with people. Listen, Mary, you're still broke. Okay, what do you need to lose? Get on this call. There's certain people you can have those conversations with. I'm just saying, guys, transparency and just really believing in what you're doing is going to get people to take note that you are serious about this one. You know what I mean by that? How many of you have been involved in network marketing before? And sometimes you wonder why people don't take you seriously, because they don't see your commitment level. But when they see you're serious over here, it sends a different message, right? And this is what you have to portray when you go out there. So, okay, I want to talk about a little bit today. What am I talking about today? I'll tell you what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk, what, baby? Oh. Mama Lisa says hi. Okay. All right. So I'm going to talk about briefly, guys, the foundation. I'm not going to spend a lot of time today. I think Brian really summed it up because I want you guys to really promote for tonight's call. That's the next big event, promote for tonight's call. But I want you to understand what you're really building. Everybody here is building their foundation. Everybody. You heard me say this all the time. Okay, when I'm on the calls, we are in foundation building mode. How many times you guys heard me say that? You're on my calls, okay? Well, what is the foundation? And I want you to know you're building the same thing Fabio Galdi's building. You're building the same thing all the presidential millionaires are building. Everybody's building their own foundation within the foundation of World Global Network. And the foundation is always based on three things in network marketing. It's number one, movement of product. You have to have a product that will move to the customer. Because the only way you earn money in our business is people using product equals earnings. And when people use the product means they bought it. Unless a product is bought, there's no commission paid. So we call that retail. You gotta have people that want your product. But here's the difference, right? You're not advertising your product on TV. Your product is not on a billboard. Your product, right, is a word of mouth product. And what you want to do is you want to get a team of people with word of mouth advertising so that promotes movement of product, number one. But here's the difference. What's different between our product and all the rest? Everybody always wants, what's the magic answer here, Jeff? How many times have you heard that? What separates your product from Fitbit? What separates your product from Garmin? What separates your product from Samsung? Do you guys even know? Can I tell you what it is? What separates your product from everybody else is there's an opportunity attached to it. I know you all know that because I'm the one that's talking to you, and you know the difference here. We have a business attached to our product. So let me ask you a question. based on the person you're talking to, based on the person you're talking to, could I not go into the product door or the opportunity door? There's 2 doors I could enter into. And based on the conversation I'm having with the person, it doesn't matter what door I go into. I just want to lead the conversation to what I have to offer. But now I will tell you, me, if you're talking about me, I talk 99% of the time, I'm going to lead the conversation into money. The opportunity. Why is that? Because I know why people labor every day. You see that? Just think about the word Labor Day. Labor Day. Labor. Hard, sweating, right? Work. It's like a negative. See, I know why people labor. And so what I want to share with them is there's another way. There's another way if you're open, and let me share with you what that way is. You are the way, everyone. I want you to understand, you are the opportunity. The opportunity is not this. The opportunity is you who's wearing it. You become someone's opportunity. And so understand, these are 2 things that we offer. And once somebody gets involved in the opportunity, what do we provide? We provide, you heard Grant, what do we provide? The system, the training, the confidence. That's what training is. This should give you a little bit of confidence every morning to go out there and do. Right, Brian? That's why I get mad. You're on it all the time, but I want you to take this information and go, you know what? Who cares what people think? I could care less if people make fun of me after I talk to them about the opportunity. Because until you do that, you're never going to get better, brother. That's it. That's your challenge. That's everybody's challenge. But once we do that, do we not have a system if people want to succeed? Tell me if that's not confidence. See, I don't do mass recruiting. You know what mass recruiting is, guys? It's bringing masses of people in with no training and no follow-up. That's mass recruiting. When we bring people in, is there not a system? So that should give you confidence to let people know, listen, I have no problem bringing you in because I know, okay, that if this doesn't work, it's not because our system, it's because you didn't choose to take the journey, the climb. It's never gonna, see, I wanna be able to look myself in the mirror every day, me and Lisa. This is how we've always run our business. And say to ourselves, are we there for those people who really want this? Are we there? And we always answer yes. And that's not because we're great. It's because we understand the journey people go through. And I never want someone to ever come back to me and say, you weren't there for me and I really wanted this. No, 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 no. Don't ever, listen, all of you, never give me credit for your success. Ever. But never blame me for your failures. You'll be the reason you are, you'll be the reason you're not. And over here, I'm just here and you're going to be here for your people to provide the support system. That's what it is. See, when Grant is having a bad day, I want him to know Diamond Zone's here because he needs Diamond Zone. Now watch this one. When Grant's having a good day, Diamond Zone needs him. Why do you think I let him talk for the first 7 minutes? Because today, Diamond Zone needed Grant. We needed his great story. But there's other days, I promise you, Grant needs Diamond Zone. Do you guys follow me? Do you understand this? This is the key to your business. And I want you to understand why we do it. And I want you to be there and provide that support for your people. That's the training. Why do you think we do Open Mic Friday that some of you don't even know why we do it? Because Diamond Zone needs you. That's what Open Mic Friday is, to hear your stories, your successes. So people could hear, oh my gosh, people are achieving some great things here. That's what Friday is. So that's the training. That's the support. Okay, now I'm not going to even go into all the different nuances here. I'll do that later. Okay, I want you to understand what you're building. This is your foundation, guys, of your company. Number one, movement of product. Now, you see that that's an equilateral triangle? If you take away any one of these things, what happens to the triangle? It collapses. Right? It's equal. We put just as much emphasis on the product as we do the opportunity. And we put just as much emphasis on the training as we do the opportunity or movement of product. Because the only way you're going to build a foundation that will last, that's another thing. See, a lot of people have never been involved in a company where you're going to sit here and you're going to figure it out to make it work so it does last. You ever hear about multi-level marketing hoppers? They go from one company to the next, to the next, to the next, and they never stay with the company more than a couple of years. Okay, you know why? They didn't build the right foundation. They figured out how to go in there, bring a team of people, right? And then all of a sudden make a little bit of money, but because there's no training or follow-up, it collapses. Well, I don't want that here. I want you guys to understand how many times you've heard me say this. I believe this is a legacy company. Well, a legacy company means when Grant became a team developer, okay, that means Grant gave birth to 6 people. Okay, maybe, no, he gave birth to 2. And he taught those 2 people to go out there and give birth to 2. So Grant is basically a sex therapist. He's teaching people how to give birth. Okay? Okay? I made it funny. Okay? Now, here's the deal. Okay? There's a responsibility now, Grant, that you're a grandpa. See, not only are you a father, you're a grandpa. Because you're on your 2nd generation. Does that make sense? So you got to provide, as a grandpa, the guidance for your kids and your grandkids. Does this sound familiar? It's called life. Have you not gone through some stuff, Grant? And if you have a kid and you go, wait a minute, don't do it that way. I did it that way when I was a teenager, and I ended up over here. It wasn't a good situation. So you're a guide. That's the training. What do you think we do every morning? I'm guiding you through 24 years of failure. That's what we're doing, so you don't make the same mistakes. Do you see how the foundation is built the correct way? And I always look and go, okay, how many people do I really have on my team? And I look at the attendance here, and that's what I really understand. That's really what I have. Okay, who's the serious ones? Okay, the ones that stay plugged in, not the ones that stay plugged in just to hang out. The ones that stay plugged in and take the climb. They take the journey. They come up and that, you know, sometimes they come up and you see their face and they have a couple of black eyes. I go, oh man, what happened to you? Well, you know what? I was taking the climb and I fell off the cliff. You know what that could mean? A no. Or I fell off the cliff and someone made fun of me. Or someone quit my business, and you come on Diamond Zone with a black eye. Okay, you ever see you see the thing that I play now, jump? Right, you're gonna hit them side of the cliffs. You're gonna bruise your ribs. Okay, but eventually your parachute will open. Okay, you got to jump. See, some of you haven't jumped yet still. Right, you're in the plane. You got the parachute on. And the instructor keeps telling you, jump, jump. And you go, I can't. See, Brian's smiling. He's got the parachute on. I'm going to push Brian out of the damn plane. That's what I'm going to do. Go. Watch how fast he pulls the string. Okay, what's the string? The string is the work. The string is getting the 2-minute video out there. And eventually what happens is when he pulls the string, what if the parachute doesn't open? Okay, well then you're gonna hit the side of them cliffs. And now you're gonna come back to Diamond Zone with black eyes and a couple of broken bones, right? And I said, Brian, what happened? I jumped. You know what I'm gonna say? Congratulations, because eventually your parachute will open. Jump again. Jump again. There's your secret to success. Keep jumping. That's it. There's no magic. That's why I said, let's bring Grant on to tell you the magic formula. And I bet you some of you ran and got pens and papers. Oh my God, Grant's gonna tell us the secret. And what did Grant say? Okay, see, Grant disappointed me because Grant didn't tell me anything magical. You know what he said? I followed the system. Oh, wait a minute. I don't like that answer. That's not what I wanted to hear. I thought there was something magical that Ramasio will tell me, or Jeremy will tell me, or Chet and the T. There's something there. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be here front and center for the answer. Really? Don't you think don't you think I would save my breath if there was a magic thing to say to people? The magic phrase, the magic video. See, you understand that the people who hit Presidential Millionaire, do you understand this? See, I'm going to give you all a secret. They have a different video than you. Did you know that, right? See, their video is different. Do you believe that? Their comp plan is different. That's why they make so much money. Oh yeah, they don't work in the same comp plan we do. Come on, really? I hope you understand sarcasm. Okay, they all work with the same thing. The only difference is what? It's the person, guys. It's the person. I always want to see all your faces. Okay, on this Labor Day. Okay, some people don't want to be seen. Okay, well, that's okay. I want to see you all before I say goodbye, because I have a busy day today. I'm going to really labor today. Oh, it's going to be horrible. You know, working this business is, it's so exhausting. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? This is the funnest thing you'll ever do if you go out there and really embrace it. First, you got to do is smile and love that you're involved here. That's the first thing you all got to do. Believing in it. And then, you know what? Is it really work? No. You know what I love to do? Love to talk to people. And if they don't do it, you know what me and Lisa then do? Just to keep our sanity, if they don't do it, we make fun of them. We didn't want them anyway. They were negative. Can you imagine if they got involved with our business? It would be a drain on us. That's how I keep my sanity. Everybody who says no to me, I didn't want them anyway. That's how you keep going. You play games with yourself. You guys are worried about it. East Tease came on and goes, Jeff, I asked a question to somebody. I said, do you keep your business options open? And they said, no. You know what I would do? Okay, I would never lose that battle. Okay, I would leave and just make fun of her. Did you see what she was wearing? God, you see her hairstyle? Oh, horrible. I wouldn't want her in my business. Now, you guys know I'm being funny, right? I'm just telling you, that's the games we play. Okay, we ever put somebody on there on our follow-up call? We put Steve, right? We could call Steve today because Steve got the video. He's on our, we have our sheet, right? We do our follow-up call. And I call Steve, okay? And Steve says no. You know what I'd love to do? I love to do this. My favorite thing to do. Cross out Steve. You know what I always put? I always put it explicit next to his name. You know what I mean? Okay, I say, dummy. I get a little bit worse than that. Didn't want him anyway. And I look at it and go, that means I won the battle. Steve didn't win the battle. His no didn't affect me. But you know what you all do, some of you? You just look at Steve. Oh my God, what could I have done better? And you obsess over the person that says no. Really? Who cares? Steve lost $1 million. That's how I look at it. I didn't lose. No one here loses if you're taking the climb. Nobody. The only way you lose, and I'm going to beat up Brian today, this is beat up Brian day, is if you do nothing. Brian, you can handle it, right, brother? This is why you know I love you, okay? Because I know, I could see your face that you're back on the call again. And I ask him, what did you do? No, not much. Okay, then guess how much money you're going to make? Not much. That's why the average person in a World Global Network opportunity earns less than $500 per year. Don't be that person, Brian. I want you to be the next success story. Go do it. That's it. Okay, in the scope of things, guys, what's the worst thing we hear? In the scope of everything going on in this world, this crazy world right now, what's the worst we hear? No. And we all get like, we all cuddle up and we go, I gotta take a nap. Oh my God, and you cower in a corner. I can't talk to anybody else. That no really killed me. See how you're gonna make fun? Go have fun, guys. Go have fun. Pack the house tonight, okay? I got another call. I love you guys. Happy Labor Day. See you tonight. Thanks. Woo!
Thank you.
Woo!